Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to my very first Christmas related video of the year. I can't believe I'm actually filming a Christmas video right now. I know it's only the beginning of November, but Canada Post is asking everybody to start doing their Christmas shopping now because they fear that you might not be able to get your gifts on time, as well as retailers are trying to avoid long lineups and crowds at the mall. Obviously, that just makes sense with the current situation. As you saw from the title of this video, this is a gift guide and it is a little bit long, so I kind of had to split it up into two. So this is all for her, and then my other video is going to be for him, and that's going to be later on this week. I wanted to do something a little bit different because you know you guys see a lot of gift guides this time of year, but I wanted to make it a little bit more fun and do all vintage pieces. The main thing that I was thinking about when I was planning this gift guide is that all of these pieces are very affordable. I feel like as a society we do spend a lot of money at Christmas time, and I don't know, there's something about like just buying random things at the mall that somebody likes and then they might not even like it a year down the line is kind of sad, and I feel like as a society we've created that cycle. So I kind of wanted to have something a little bit more like old school. I feel like previous generations appreciated gifts more, even if it was a small little gift. I know my grandmother, I have this photo from my grandma that she gave to my grandfather on Valentine's Day, and it was just the photo. So the photo was literally the gift that she gave my grandfather, and I feel like older generations appreciated small things like that nowadays society doesn't. This year in particularly, a lot of people don't have a lot of like excess income, or they didn't get to work as much as they usually do, so they kind of don't want to spend all this money on Christmas gifts, or they're not able to spend a lot of money on Christmas gifts. I wanted to scale things back and show that you can get a really beautiful, thoughtful gift without spending a lot of money, which I think is perfect for this year. I kind of came up with a little list of things that I think are really unique and precious and a little bit more sentimental than the normal gift guide. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'm just going to jump right into it. I have a few different categories. I made a little list that I keep adding things on with pen. So I'm just going to get started. So my first category is things for your purse. So the very first thing that I have is glove clips. I think these are such a fun accessory that you'd never see anymore. You can find these on Etsy or like antique stores. This particular one, it came with a little case. So this one is vintage, but it has the little original case. It looks like this, and it's like a little like clamp thingy that you hook onto your purse, and then you can dangle your gloves from it, which is perfect. And then the other pair that I have to show you, I also got from Etsy. This one came in a little beautiful box as well. Again, you dangle it from your purse and you can hang your gloves, or this year you could dangle your mask if you wanted to. If you have a reusable mask and you're going in and out of stores, you can probably dangle your mask from it as well. The next thing that I have is something a little bit more sentimental, whether you're a huge romantic or maybe for like your grandma or your mom, and that is a purse locket. So what it is that it looks like this. It's like a regular locket, like the one that you dangle from your neck, but it doesn't have like a little loop to chain it on, but it opens up and then you can add two little photos and just kind of like drop it in your purse and have some photos with you. I feel like a lot of people don't carry around photos as much as they used to, but I still think it is really cute, and I personally love that. I got this one at an antique store. And I also have this other one. This one's a little bit more elaborate, and then it opens up, and this one you can actually have multiple photos inside. Mine's currently empty, but you can have multiple photos if you wanted to, and I think it's really fun, and I feel like a lot of people don't buy this for themselves, or they might not even know that they exist, so I think it's a really fun little gift. The next gift that I have would be perfect for somebody that loves makeup, and it is a lipstick holder for your purse. So what it is that you put your lipstick through here. It has like a little holder there. You put your lipstick there, and then you open it up, and there's a little mirror there, so that way you can kind of take your lipstick out, apply your lipstick because it's already attached to it, and you have a little mirror. That way you don't have to carry around your own mirror, and it's already attached to your lipstick of the day, which I think is really fun. You can get these on Etsy or like antique stores. Another version of that would be a lipstick holder like this. My great-grandmother had something very similar to this, and it's like a little case for your lipstick. So you kind of put it on the inside there, you can put your lipstick in there, and it has a little mirror. This is great because it's a lot easier to find your lipstick, as well as if it opens up inside your purse, it's not going to stain anything just because it's already contained inside this little case. The next item that I have might be a little strange to gift. It just kind of depends on your relationship with the person, but it is a little vintage pill box, and I always carry Advil in my purse just because I get headaches and stuff. So having a little cute little pill box inside my purse I think is really fun. It's a lot prettier than just throwing a little pill box or pill bottle inside your purse. So this one looks like this. It has little flowers at the front, and then it opens up and there's two little dividers there, so you can put your little Advil. It doesn't hold that much, so it just depends on how big your purse is. This is perfect if you like carrying small little purses like I do. If someone in your life loves vintage, the perfect gift would be a compact, and I think these are so cute. You can find them all over Etsy for like a huge price range, so you can get some really affordable ones, and then there's some more like elaborate ones that actually have music and everything. But if you want to keep it a little bit simpler, you can get some like this. This one just kind of opens up, and then there's a little mirror there, and then you can actually refill these with regular powder if you wanted to. There's tons of tutorials online on how to do it. Another version of of this that you can give them as well is something new to my collection, but it looks like this. So it's like a little square that has needlepoint on it, and then when you pull this little piece, it opens up the little mirror. That way you can have a little mirror inside your purse. Sometimes you don't have access to a mirror or a bathroom to apply your lipstick, so having one in your purse is really great and handy. So yeah, this one's really nice just because it's really nice and flat, so it fits in any like evening bag or really small tiny bag. The last item for your purse would be a really beautiful vintage coin purse. So I have this one. It's really pretty. It is a little bit bulky, I will say, but it does look really pretty, especially if I go to like the antique market or something. I pull out my little vintage coin purse and I just think it's so cute. You can get these on Etsy. I believe this was like $10 or something, so it is very affordable. And if you give it to somebody, maybe like put some little like notes inside or something like that. I've done that before when I've gifted a wallet. I just put little notes inside and I don't say anything, and then when they go to fill it up, they find the little notes. The next category that I have is for their vanity. The very first thing that I have is a handheld mirror. I love these. I actually have like 3 of them around my room in my bathroom, and I just think they are so fun. I have them on my night table, on my dresser. I don't know, I just think they're so beautiful, and you can find them at pretty much any antique market, and you can even get the ones that come with a set. So it has like the mirror, the hairbrush, and then the little comb as well, which I think would be a really beautiful gift for somebody that loves vintage. Another item that I think would be fabulous is a vintage makeup brush holder. So this one that I have looks like this. It's a lady head. These are really popular in the 1950s. They can actually get very elaborate. Some have flowers or like a painted face or like a big hat. I don't know. There's so many different kinds that you can find in antique stores or on Etsy. The second one that I have looks like this, and it looks kind of like a little seashell of some sort. This is actually the one that I'm currently using, and it's so fun because it fits so many makeup brushes at the top because the mouth of it is so big. The inside's also pink, in case you're wondering. It also looks a little bit more vintage than just like a plastic plain cup. The next thing that I have is something that I didn't know that I needed until I saw it, and it is a vintage lipstick holder. Like, how stunning is this? It's made out of brass, and it holds 4 little lipsticks, and I feel like nowadays we own way more lipsticks than previous generations did, but it just looks so cute on top of like a vanity with like your favorite lipsticks. I actually love these so much that I have 2 of them. My sister gave me one for Christmas last year, so I can say that this is a really great gift. Looks like this, really fun, and I just think it's such a unique gift that a lot of people might not think of or might not even know that they exist. The next thing that I have is kind of along the same lines, and it is a vintage vanity tray or perfume tray, if you will, and it looks like this. It has gold trim and then a mirror bottom, and I just think it looks so much fun. This is actually the one that I use in my bathroom, so I have all my cotton pads and my daily like skincare products and all that stuff, so you can definitely find something a little bit smaller than this one. This one is quite large. If you want to have it for like perfumes, I would recommend something that's like half the size of this one, and you can find these at antique stores, on Etsy, or even if you get lucky, you might be able to find one at a secondhand shop. The next item that I have, I feel like it's going to be in every single gift guide that you see this year, and it is a perfume. Of course, you can't really go wrong. I feel like perfume is kind of like a classic gift, and it's actually at the top of my Christmas list this year, so I'm hoping that somebody gives me this for Christmas. It is Coco Mademoiselle. This is my everyday perfume, and it is almost out. It's like right there. I only have a little bit left, but it is just the most feminine fragrance. I love it. And then there's also classic Chanel No. 5. Can't go wrong. It is so nice. Every time I smell this, it reminds me of Christmas time, and I remember wearing this when I went to go see the Nutcracker, and yeah, I don't know, I just have really strong Christmas memories when it comes to Chanel No. 5. Next gift is kind of similar, but it's a little bit more decorative, so you can get a vintage perfume bottle. This one has those little long tassels with the little spray thingy, which I think they're so fun. I have this with like body wash so that I can use this in my bathroom like after I get out of the shower. And then you can also get some other ones that look like this. It would be really fun if it's actually refillable, that way you can actually use it. Most of them are. But yeah, I think these are really fun. You guys always see these in the back of my night table there. I have 2 of them that sit there. The next thing that I have is any makeup from Besame, and I think this would be so fun for somebody that loves makeup, just because it's a brand that creates vintage style makeup, and they actually have the little cake pan mascara that looks like this. So it comes in a little tin, and then you open it up, and then you have the little piece of charcoal, and then it comes with a little brush that you like wet it, and then you wipe it, and then you put it on your eyes. This is gonna look so nice on a vanity, and you can actually use it as opposed to like actual vintage makeup that you find at antique stores that I would not recommend you put on your face. Another great gift would be a trinket box, and I love trinket boxes. Every time I go to like an antique store, I always look at the trinket boxes. This is actually one of my most used ones. It looks like this. It has a little design at the top, and I actually keep my headphones in here on my dresser. I have this other little fun one. It looks like this. It looks like a little macaron, and this one just holds all of my sweater clips inside, and I just think it's so much fun and like so cute and small. The The last thing for this category is not exactly something you put on your vanity, but it is makeup related, so I thought I would include it in this category. And it is a vintage beauty travel case. Like, how cute is this? This one is vintage from the 1960s, and I think this is something that a lot of people don't use anymore, but maybe since next year I feel like a lot of us are going to be doing a little bit more in your own country, state, province kind of traveling as opposed to like overseas. If you are traveling by train or by car, I think this would be a really fun little accessory. And you could even add things inside if you wanted to. So say you give somebody like a makeup kit or something, you can fill it all up inside with tons of makeup or like skincare products or beauty products, whatever you want. The third category is accessories, and I think these would make really nice gifts on their own, as well as you can add them to other gifts that you've already purchased. So the very first thing that I have is kind of a classic but with a twist. So everybody loves receiving socks for Christmas, and I thought maybe you could give a pair of socks that have all those little ruffles on the ankle. I love those socks. I only have one pair. They're currently in the wash, so I don't have them to show you, but I'll insert like some photos so you see what I'm talking about. But I just think they're so cute and like so vintage and so something that you don't really see for adults nowadays, but you can definitely find them online. I'll add some links down in the description bar so you guys can check them out. The next thing that I have is something that you guys know I personally love, and it is lockets. I think lockets are the perfect gift for anybody. I think they're so cute, but I would say that if you are going to be giving a locket, make sure you fill it with something, whether it be a photo or a lock of hair or whatever it is that you're going to put inside. I say fill it and then gift it to the person. I think it's a little bit more sentimental if you actually give it with something inside already. I have another necklace idea, and it is pearls. I personally love pearls. I think they're so cute, and if somebody gifted me a string of 1950s pearls, I'm pretty sure I would lose my mind. This one is short little necklace. It looks like this, and this one's just like little short size. But then there's also like the really nice long ones that look like this, and this one just kind of dangles and hangs a little bit longer on the neck. It's a debate on whether the pearls should be real or not, and honestly that just kind of comes down to your budget and how much you're able to spend on the gift. If you go to like an antique market, most likely most of those pearls are not going to be real, but I still think they look really nice as long as you don't get the ones from like the Halloween store that are just like white beads. I think you can get some really nice imitation pearls that look really pretty. If you are going to be getting a reproduction, maybe head to like a vintage market or vintage store, because you can find some really nice reproductions there. Look for like a really nice vintage clasp. Don't get the ones that have like the extendable clasp because it looks a little bit cheaper. This one just has like a one single setting for length, and I think that just looks a little bit better. And then also look at the weight. Make sure it has a little bit of like a weight to it so that it seems a little bit more real than the ones that are just clearly empty because they have no weight to them. The next thing on the list is actually my favorite type of accessory, and it is brooches. You guys know I have a very extensive brooch collection. You can find brooches pretty much anywhere around Christmas time. They just kind of pop up everywhere, but my favorite place to find them is in antique stores and secondhand shops because you can find something a little bit more unique. So the first one that I have looks like this. So this one is just like a little circle with tons of pearls on it. This would go perfectly with like a string of pearls if you want to do like a little matching duo. And then you can also get some that have more like little diamondy kind of things on it, maybe a little bit more elegant, something that you could wear to like the theater or like the ballet or something. However, my favorite type of brooch is the dangling heart, and I don't know why, it just makes me think of like a 1940s World War II romance, and I just think it's like the most romantic thing ever. I found this at a thrift store for like $2 or $3. It just makes any outfit look a little bit more vintage and a little bit more romantic in my opinion. The next accessory that I have is a little bit more unique, so you might actually have to go to like an antique market or on Etsy to be able to find one, but it is sweater clips. I love sweater clips. I think they're so cute, and cardigans are so trendy right now that these would be perfect to kind of tie your little cardigan together. This one is just a plain gold one that has little pearls, and I just think it's so feminine and dainty. And then I have this other one that has flowers, and it looks like this, and it has little blue flowers, and this one's a little bit more like 1940s style with the type of flower that it is, but I just think it looks so cute and something that you don't really see very often nowadays, so it's definitely very unique, and I don't think anybody else is going to be giving them sweater clips for Christmas. Next thing on my list is actually my gift from last year. I got this from my parents for Christmas last year, and it is a musical jewelry box. I've had this like obsession with musical jewelry boxes since I was a kid, but it's really hard to find adult versions. Most of them are for kids that have like the little cartoons or the little ballerina on the inside. This one is from Hillwood, UK, and they make the most beautiful jewelry boxes. Like, I'm gonna play this for you so you guys can see what the sound is like. So it looks like this. It has a little like flowers on the top, which I think is really, really pretty, and then you open it. I think it is like perfection. I love musical jewelry boxes. This would look so pretty on like a vanity or a dresser, and they have tons of different sizes. This one I think is a medium size. They have a really large long size, and then they have like a really tiny one, and it actually comes with a key, which is over there in one of my trinket boxes. But I just think it's so cute and so fun, and definitely something they can hang on to for like the rest of their lives. They're such well-made little jewelry boxes. The next thing on the list is specialty gloves, and this was actually in my previous video, but this is the box from Cornelia James. Like, imagine giving this box to somebody on Christmas morning with gloves inside. It is just so stunning. So it looks like this, so it's half black and half white. I would recommend getting them something that's more unique, so something that has a fun pattern like this one, or like a fun color, or something that they wouldn't necessarily buy for themselves, in the sense that it's not a practical, all plain, black, boring pair of gloves that will match everything. Get them something that's a little bit more unique and something special that they can have in their closet for like special occasions, or I don't know, I just think a fun pair of gloves is something that everybody needs in their closets. Another pair of gloves that you could gift is the lace gloves, and I think lace gloves are so pretty and totally underrated. I feel like we really need to bring these back. But imagine giving this to somebody with like tickets to the ballet or the theater so they can wear it that day. I think that would be such a sweet gift. The last thing in this category is a personalized dressing gown, having their name on it or like a monogram or their initials. I think that would be the sweetest gift, especially for someone that likes to wear a dressing gown whenever they get ready. I think that would be the perfect gift. And this brings us to the very last category, which is special interests, and I really didn't have a better name for it, so that's what I came up with. And the very first thing that I have is a printed photo and a love letter. What actually sparked the idea for this entire gift guide is, in my grandmother's photo album, there's this one photo, like a printed photo, that she gifted my grandfather for Valentine's Day, and that was the gift that she gave him. And I think that is such a simple, little, small gift that people don't really do nowadays. I think if you give somebody like a picture of yourself, which I know it sounds kind of random to give somebody a picture of yourself, but I think it's really sweet for them to actually have it in their room, and then you can give them a love letter and write it out really nicely. Like, if somebody took the time to write me a love letter and gave me a photo, I think I would be over the moon, and I would appreciate that way more than something expensive and fancy. You could even get a little picture frame that you could gift with it if you wanted to. You could actually put it in a picture frame. If you are going to gift it with a photo though, leave a hidden message in the back of the photo. I always write something in the back. I don't know, I like having the hidden message somewhere. There's also this version that looks like this, so it's a square, and this one opens up into two, and you could gift it to the person with like your photo there, and then a photo of you with the other person. And I think this would be so cute. This is something that I would keep in my room, and then I would close it up if I'm traveling and take it with me in my suitcase. That way I can have it on the night table when I'm traveling somewhere. I'm just like a weird person, like I don't know what to tell you. The next gift that I have would be perfect for somebody that loves stationery, and that is one of those like wax stamps, and I think these are so cute. I got these at Michael's, and the one that I got was the one that has a C on it for my name, for Carolina. And then I also got one that has a rose on it, which I thought was really, really pretty. And then I got the sealing wax in red. They have gold and silver as well, but they were sold out of gold, so I ended up getting just the red one. But I think this would be so much fun. You can get them on Etsy, and you can actually add more than one initial if you wanted to. So I'm going to be adding some links in the description bar so you guys can check them out. If you're shopping for somebody that loves to sew, this is the perfect gift. I have this little antique little push pin little shoe, and I think this is the cutest thing ever, especially if they have like a room where they do all their sewing. They can just have it there as decor, and they can add all the little push pins in it. I just think it's so cute and such a little small detail that they might not actually buy for themselves. So I would highly recommend, if you know somebody that loves to sew, to get them something like this. You can find them at antique stores or antique markets or secondhand shops. Next thing that I have is actually on my Christmas list, and it's something that I really, really want, and it is a flower press. So it's like a little box of some sorts, and then you can press your flowers in it once they dry up, so you can have them all really nice and flat. I just think it's something that a lot of people don't do nowadays, but I really want to press flowers so badly. And I guess technically you could do that in books as well, but having a little special machine to press them I think would be really fun, and there's some really pretty ones on Etsy, so I'm going to be linking it down in the description bar. So if you know somebody that loves flowers or loves nature, I think that would be a really nice gift. Next thing on my list would be a really beautiful tea set. If you actually have like a complete tea set, I think that would be so beautiful. I love teacups, so anything with like little flowers like this, I just kind of makes my heart really happy. I personally don't drink tea. I would drink coffee out of it, but I think if you have like a little set like that, like a little tea set, and then match it with other tea accessories or biscuits biscuits or something that kind of goes along with tea, I think that would be a really, really nice gift. If you know somebody that loves to read, I think a vintage book is such a perfect gift. This in particular is Charles Dickens, and this one has 5 Christmas novels in it, so it has the Christmas Carol in it. I think this is one of my favorite things that I got last Christmas. I think it's so pretty. So getting a vintage book I think would be really fun for anybody, especially if it's like a classic book that they've been wanting to read for a really long time, or like their favorite author. I think that is a perfect gift for anybody that loves to read. Next gift that I have is perfect for somebody that loves to cook, and that is a recipe box. So it looks like this. It's made out of wood and it says recipes at the top with some flowers, and then you open it up and you have the little recipe cards, so you can fill them out with your favorite recipes. You can even include some of your own if you want to. This would be such a nice gift because they can have it in their little kitchen with their favorite recipes, and it just looks so vintage and so cute, and it's probably something that they might not buy themselves. The next gift that I have would be perfect for somebody that loves music, and it is a record player. I have one back there, and I feel like they've been really popular for the past few years, so you shouldn't have a problem finding some in a variety of different colors, especially if you pair it with a few new records for them to listen to. I think that would be a really fun gift. Second to last gift is a pair of fur-trimmed ice skates. I think that would be such a beautiful gift for somebody that loves to ice skate. Having a really nice pair of ice skates that have a really pretty fur trim around them, it makes them really vintage and really fun, and I just think that would be so sweet. If I ice skated more, I would love to have a pair of like fur-trimmed ice skates. I think they're so pretty. This brings us to the very last item in this list, and it is a vintage luggage set. I think it would be so beautiful. I feel like vintage luggage is so much prettier than modern luggage. You can get some really nice pieces and like a full-on set with like the really big luggage, the little travel case, and a hat box, and like anything like that I think would be really nice, especially now that we're traveling more so in like cars and trains. I think it's a really great opportunity to use a vintage luggage set. I know for me, I would love to use mine. I have one full luggage set, so I think it's perfect for this time of year. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys liked it and you found it useful, and maybe it gave you guys some ideas of gifts you can give. Make sure you guys tune in for the vintage gift guide for him later on this week, so make sure you're subscribed as well as turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any new videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Every time I open it when I have it on my dresser, I'm just like so happy.